Okay, hello, and thank you for tuning into this new review, this time of Naruto, chapter 698. Almost the final chapter. There's one more chapter to go, or at least as the sources that told it say, like the official websites and shit, even like Kishimoto himself, I think. 5 more chapters left. This is like one before the final. It's the semi-final chapter. My god. A lot have happened in this chapter, actually. Like, not a lot of that happens, but a lot have happened in our heads, and like, we're fucked up right now. Our heads are really fucked up. Considering that, let's just jump into the good part immediately. Fucking Naruto's arm is gone, okay? Sasuke's arm is gone as well. Like, we get to see that they have arms with the sketches of the last Naruto movie, we get to see sketches, they have arms. They have like full arms, only Naruto having like an arm which is wrapped around in some kind of band-aid. But they completely lost the arms right there. From this point till this point, there's no more arm, there's no more flesh, there's no more bone, there's nothing. It's just gone. Okay, but I gotta review the entire chapter anyway, so let's just quickly go through it. Chapter starts off with the fight still going on. Sasuke approaching to just like own Naruto with a Chidori, but Naruto also realizes that his goal was always to save Sasuke. He remembers that when he told it when he told it to the QB, when he told the QB like, I'm like fucking stop right now. You're not gonna stop me. When I stop believing, that's when I will like fuck things up. So Naruto decides to like think back, have a little bit more motivation to once again just kick kick Sasuke away, punching him, or at least punching him in fact, and just making him crash against the wall once again. QB giving him a little bit of his last chakra, so QB is also on his last reserves, as we can see. Sasuke still being really the person that wants to kill Naruto. He's against the wall right now, just crushed, tired. He just fought against so many opponents, and he's still saying like, be a good boy and just die. Or at least that's what my translation said. I read it from Manga Panda. So it's like the translation was a little bit weird in this chapter anyway, but that was like a really weird choice of words, like good boy, just die. So Naruto gets the motivation to just finish off Sasuke, and Sasuke then also proceeds to like channel his Kagutsuchi spell, the Black Fire. So QB also says, I'm giving you my last chakra, make it count, because after this, if you use all my chakra, I'm going to sleep. And with that, you can like interpret it as literally going to sleep or just dying. I guess it's like the QB sleeping in any case, because the QB is not gonna die, I think. It's a pretty important character after all. And this was also a part of the chapter I really liked, the interaction with the QB and Naruto for the final time. Previous time, like when they fought at the Valley of the End, the QB was like giving Naruto like the chakra cloak, but that was not because he was like a friend or anything. But now the QB is a big friend, he is trying to help Naruto, he's saying that Naruto is something really special to him in fact. So Naruto once again decides to charge up his Rasengan. Real shit. So Kagutsuchi against Rasengan instead of a Chidori against a Rasengan, but it's still the same in my eyes. So they clash with this once again massive orbit first, and then just obliterating the entire landscape. Not like previous time, just this really big black orb, which was already really overpowered, but this time they're just obliterating the entire landscape, which is insane. They both lay down on the ground after that, tired. This time it's not just Naruto on the ground and Sasuke is standing over Naruto, looking at him, like real close. But yeah, basically they are just there laying half dead, pretty much. Naruto not having lost, Sasuke not having lost practically yet. But Naruto says to Sasuke, because he just like, I think awakens a little bit later, he says that if you move right now, you're gonna bleed to death in any case. So we can just lay here, talk, or just die, both. So Sasuke is wondering why Naruto is still just so determined to get Sasuke on the good side, to make him do the right things, to make him his comrade. And that's because they are friends. Once again, Naruto says that, you're my friend, that's why. We've seen that quote so many times, but this time I think it finally has like a little more meaning behind it than it ever had. Because normally Naruto would just like spout out, he's my friend, I'm gonna get him back. But right now you really like understand the bond between those two. Because they just fought, and they lost their fucking arms, as I already said. But like, yeah, basically a really brotherly bond. And we get to see Sasuke's perspective on all the things that happened, how he like looked at Naruto when he was younger, everything of that. We never really got anything from Sasuke saying those kind of things. But Sasuke just says that Naruto always says that he was like envious of Sasuke's skills with fighting, with like everything. But in fact, Sasuke was the one jealous of Naruto. So he says that he like looked at Naruto, looked at him doing stupid things, and he thought by himself that at the first point he just wouldn't want to like have any business with this dude. But he really liked it after all, and it reminded him of his family, once again being his friend. They both got in Team 7, and Sasuke really wanted to follow Naruto, in fact, because this was the first time he actually felt like he had a comrade, because he felt Naruto's pain as well. When Naruto was like bullied because he had a QB inside him, all that kind of stuff. So we get to see Sasuke's perspective, which is really cool. And they just still lay there and all. And it is morning once again. Like, they've slept the entire night, even though they're like bleeding out of their freaking arms, so they should have died. But this is in the Naruto universe, so I guess that won't happen. Well, they both wake up, and yeah, basically Naruto just wants to fight once again, until Sasuke understands that like he's doing the bad things. But Sasuke admits to Naruto that he lost. He lost this battle, Naruto won. Naruto is just like pretty childish about this. In any case, he's like, no, the real fight's not over yet. This is like only beating up a friend to make him realize that he's doing the bad things. The real fight's after this. But like, they can't fight anymore. And especially now they don't have like arms and shit, it's not gonna happen like well anymore. So the battle ends right here. Sasuke versus Naruto is over. This was the last chapter of the entire fight. Pretty short fight, in fact, but it was a cool fight. It built up from them just using two kunai, then they just immediately went to the insane 10-tail fucking Rinnegan, Super God, Super Saiyan, Goku powers. They just switched to that. And yeah, after that they were tired. They were having hand-to-hand combat once again, which was the best part of the fight. Them just having like hand-to-hand combat, being really tired already. The normal Rasengan, normal Chidori, not super overpowered, 5,000 times stronger versions of them. And now it's all over with them actually being tied, but Sasuke admits that he lost. Sorry. Okay. So that happens. Naruto wants to explain to Sasuke, like, once again, why he wants to beat him up, why he's at the bad side, but he doesn't even have to do that. Sasuke understands, and we get to see that both of her arms, which I already said like a lot of times in this review, are just cut off. Or not cut off, but like they were obliterated, I guess, when they clashed. So before you guys are gonna say like Naruto lost his right arm, but Sasuke lost his left arm. That's less important to him, right? Sasuke's left arm. Like, it has been said a lot of times, he always does his Chidori with his left arm. He's left-handed, so just so you know that. They've like equally traded it, their arms. So that to say, it's an eye for an eye. It's not like his arm was less important than Naruto's arm. So the chapter ends after that. We don't really know what we're gonna be seeing in the next chapter, because I think there's only gonna be like one chapter left, which is really gonna give me like fucking, what do you call them again? I'm really sorry. It's gonna give me like I forgot the name, but it's gonna make me like have OCD again, because it's chapter 699 and not 700. Like, most people are saying it's gonna end at 700, but it says that it, or at least they say it's gonna end at chapter 699. If it was correct that there were only going to be 5 more chapters. But maybe we can, like, call it chapter 700 if, like, chapter 699 is gonna be a bit longer than chapter 700. Which or a bit longer than any other chapter, I'm really sorry. And be like 40 pages or so, which should actually happen, because otherwise we might not get to everything anymore, because we don't know what happened with Sakura and Kakashi. We have no idea what's gonna happen with the people in the Infinite Tsukiyomi. Like, they're still in the tree, goddammit. You're just fucking sleeping right now. Save those people. They're like dying. The chakra is being taken away, okay? Just save those people. Like, even a cat is in there. Come on, save the cat, for the cat. And I can't tell what's going to happen in the next chapter. I've literally no idea. It could either be a time skip, or at least, like, maybe to the time where the last is going to be taken out. Like, when they're, I don't know, 20 or something. I don't know how old they will be at the last, but they're in any case adults by then. Like, maybe it will skip to that time. Maybe we will get to see everyone being freed from Infinite Tsukiyomi, and Naruto and Sasuke being, like, healed again, like, with the pain fights after that. But I don't know. Like, this is really a chapter to make me think that Naruto is already, like, done. It's gonna be really close. Like, Naruto's gonna end next week, I guess. And I will have to make a longer review of that, of course, because this is the goddamn last chapter. It's going to be the most important review for Naruto, and maybe even for the channel for at least a few years to come, because Naruto is one of the most fan-based shows with a lot of fans, and it's a great story, of course. It has been a great time to read and watch it, even though I'm not one of those people that watched it when he was, like, younger and anything. I still really enjoyed the entire trip when I started to watch it until when I ended it. And I might tell a little bit about my experience with Naruto as well, but in any case, it's going to be the last chapter, and there's going to be a lot of shit to tell in any case. So, I hope I will see you in the next chapter review, which is going to be next week, of course. And I hope you enjoyed this review as well. If you did, then please drop a thumbs up. It was really appreciated on this channel. If you aren't subscribed yet, you should also subscribe. More videos are incoming, especially that last review, which everyone is going to be doing. And I think really expanded and with a lot of extra information about their Naruto trip now. But mine will be up next week as well. I hope you guys have a really great day, and I will once again hopefully see you in the next video. So bye.